Oh hey, Hades update. Zitch date.
Danganronpa.
Why is this on screen? Yeah. Really? Alright, we got it. It only took a year. Alright.
Danganronpa.
Today's an interesting day. I don't think it needs to be said why compared to my last stream and now. Going to bed thinking, yeah, the world's gonna be okay the next day. Only for it... And continuing as normal. I'm gonna stutter a lot today. There's the desire to talk about stuff, but I'm not the person to talk about it. So... I might try to express some thoughts. I've been... I am who I am. I have my... beliefs and what have you that... were rather shattered. Namely, my... opinion on people. But, yeah. Let's load and continue. We've gotta do some school trial and kind of acknowledge the despair they're all feeling. Gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything to say. She was gone. I don't know why I even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that. Ugh. Okay, sport ball is not interactable. The camera is, though. Can't let anything distract me right now. Can't let anything distract me. Binks, down. Down you get. Down. Don't go playing with my paint pots. Hey, love. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Yeah, Binks is being trouble. Toko. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. Come on, man. Let me out of here. Come on, someone let me out. We can't run away from the situation. We have no choice but to move forward.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies, but if we get it wrong, then all of the rest of us face execution. That's what this ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid.
Are you
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Oh,
So you finally noticed?
What the crap?
Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file. We received things. Alright, if you're gonna lay down in front of stuff, I need to do a little bit of this. Get that open. There we go. I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. But she's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Look at everyone's eyes. It's done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. A feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. Don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure it out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you're the culprit, that's the first thing. What's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Well, fuck you!
So then.
Fine then. I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their IR stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin an investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So.
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually.
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? Better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Fucking dead.
they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trail and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
so,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
suspicious.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. The other author just trying to kill me off. Don't come any closer. You're gonna kill me next.
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. I'm not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filed with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? Ugh, I have to do something. Otherwise everyone will...
execution is execution. Execution.
Yay, we're gonna die.
Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yep. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Investigate. Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. It was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find the truth, so we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out who she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of my handbook. Alright. Now I'm free to look at other stuff. Someone's spying on us with that camera, but who is it and what for? Gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Touched her wrist, check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. Wasn't anything to say. She was gone. Damn it, why is this happening? Except the monitor Monokuma always shows up on. There's gotta be a clue here. Or not. Better get back to the investigation. Aren't you gonna help with the investigation, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alright. That's fair. What about you? No way, seriously, I don't want to die here! I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, get me out of here! You gotta thank sweet, merciful Poseidon. Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Leave the gym. Alright, let's go. What do we got here? So the display cases are trophies and other items. Whoever's behind this must be using the cameras to observe for investigation. To force us into a situation like this, what the hell do they want from us? Is it the moniker? Yep. Oh, hey, Kern! We got Kern! This is why you check everything. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. Won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. This must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or open it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is it, the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean he was using the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I didn't actually look at the blade itself now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. The display stand the sword was on. My trash bin is not optional. Well, let's get the piece of the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean he was using the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but... Huh? Some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on it? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullet section. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is this evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, it was right there in the other room. Only I'd heard something. That would have not been possible, huh? Don't you remember, all of our rooms are completely soundproof. If something could happen in the room right next to you, there's no way you could know.
Well.
Perhaps that was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raised their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Logic. Looking at the lint roll, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? There were gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened in here? You know what I just realized I should be doing? For my little Kasumi art? For the deadly, I should have this one, and for normal school life, I should swap to my other one. I think we're gonna try to do that for future streams when we actually swap between them. Toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that's been used at all. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I had no reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be
What?
building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
what?
Not just me. Nobody's
What?
busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it
By
yesterday.
the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Just like, why the hell would we? Toolkit's been added to the truth bullets. Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Surveillance camera. Mastermind must be using it to keep an eye on everything that's happened here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just kept watching. Okay, got some stuff. So one of the monitors Monokuma appears on right now is just showing the school crest. Let's see. I think we've done all that. So, Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of the room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I'm searching your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roll in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay, we gotta get in the bathroom. There we go. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at it made painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She'd lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Alright, we got two things. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but Now's no time to think about that. I pulled the Makuto to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? There's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Makana Kuno file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come it's only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, it must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. There I saw. Written in blood was number 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the quote, it says her right wrist is broken. Yep. Okay. Leave the bathroom? Yes.
It would seem...
Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers? Most likely Seika's dying message. What do you mean by dying message?
So...
It's something your victim writes right before they die, usually as a way to tell people who kill them. This does not happen in real life. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They'll either write it somewhere the killer wouldn't notice, or write it out in code or something. That's pretty incredible, and it doesn't happen in real life. Have you ever heard of Ellery Queen? Who? Never mind.
It would seem...
Dude. Never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. You have no idea what could it possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. So she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. I mean, she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery in this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullets section of the handbook. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know about the door, how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. What Kyuki said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Alright, come on. Give it to me. What the heck? The door was practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must use a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, obviously this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently, stuck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Well, I did say El Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears that up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullet section. Don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Start looking where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. How you two doing?
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have easily destroyed some evidence. Yeah.
you son of a... Yep.
Alright, you have fun. Leave the area? Yes. Alright, we're school mode. Map. Okay, so... got the dining hall to look at. Got Sayaka's room to look at. Got... is that it? And we gotta go to the gym. Yeah, it's pretty despairful IRL, but hey, we gotta have hope. That's why we're here. Byakuya?
Very strange.
So what was Sayaka in your room when she was... why was she in your room when they were killed? Could it be because you're the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? You got zero hope? I'm a Canadian, I have to have some hope. After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's... if that's really true, then I...
Seems like...
something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. Just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Yeah, hold on. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless? But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates has been added to the truth bullet section. We'll get some truth bullets, it'll be fine. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizona doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. You really think I'm guilty? That's everyone here, right? Yes, let's check the trash room. Yeah, check the trash room. And leave the map open because I failed geography. Hatch on the floor. Door won't budge, must be locked. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past.
Kuma appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open? No entry at this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No.
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Yep, we got it. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further.
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Need the area? No. Wow, that's a door? That was like a loose panel. Looks like some kind of switch. Look what it does. Gives me a coin. near this damn monitor. What is this? Leave? No, hold on. Dude. Alright, let's leave the area. Yeah, no. Considering, you know, who I am, what I am, I have to have hope. And when I don't have hope, I have a lead pipe. Yaki, tell me about cleaning duty. Yaki, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such ignorance.
You're like a child lost in the woods, you know that? Total waste of space. What do you mean? Taka is the one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Oh, good point. Well, where's Taka? They're in my room. Taka is in front of the gym. Alright, so we'll nab him on the way. Let's go into Sayaka's room. I left it so nice. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. And use that sewing kit, the organ map. No useful clues. Whereas behind this must be using cameras. Where's the situation like this? What the hell do they want from us? Sayaka. Yep. Nothing here. Except this coin! Free coin! Coin's not nothing. Silly Makoto. Sayaka. Nothing here. Alright, let's get her DVD. There'll only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. She got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. Wonder what she did see. Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Leave the area. Alright, let's go to the kitchen while it's on the way. Because that was 100% a kitchen knife. Hey, Ari. Hina, you investigating the town hall? No, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what we should be doing. I know what you mean. Oh, and I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Wait, how did you get in here? It's supposed to be locked. Access to the dining hall is prohibited, Aoi. Dude. Gotta move fast. Gotta go fast! Dude. The potted plant's a fake. Can't investigate it. Can't find coins in it. Look at the meat. The selection of meats. Marbled meats, salted meats. Now's not the time to be thinking about food. Dude. Stack of vegetables. The two closest will kill me. Dude. Nothing notable. Dude. Surveillance cam in the kitchen. Dude. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them's missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or? Let's see if anyone else knows more about it. Kitchen knife set. Leave the kitchen. Owie. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So, when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone who didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Ioi's account has been added to the truth bullets. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Ayaka? Of course not, I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
'cause, I
Well,
mean,
she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean... You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other, is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Leave the area. Gotta go out into the rest of the school. Unless somebody moved. Nope. Okay. Dude. Who's in here? Taka's in the hall. Celeste's in there. I need to go to the AV room. Gotta talk to Toko. Toko, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? Cleaning duty?
what's your problem?
Like I know anything about that. Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff. Alright, well. I tried to involve you. Our boarded windows, our favorite. Alright, out we go. I tried to be nice. Let's go to the AV room. Check the monocam. Dude. There's nothing inside. Alright. Alright. Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. DVD Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen, put the DVD in the player. Pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some sort of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was the face I recognized all too well. Sayaka! She was there, along with the friends she had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then, that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which is now in ruins. And what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
I like the spotlight.
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Sayaka going missing? Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Alright. Stop by. Hey, Taka. I'll talk to you shortly. Just want to say hi to Celeste. Hey, Celeste, you want to go climb a mountain? Looks like there's a mailbox. Dude. Okay. Celeste, you know anything about the cleaning duty?
Huh?
Yeah, cleaning duty. What is that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka or someone else. Anyone but me, really. Celeste, you suck. Alright. Dude. We'll finally talk to Taka. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma Tame talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me.
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong.
Actually, no! Huh? Okay, then who is? Hifumi was there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then?
Count on it.
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And then when the time comes, I'll be counting on you! Dude.
Count. Got it.
Hifumi is... Hold on. Hifumi. Alright. We already checked this when we left, so... Alright, tell me about that leak speak, Chia. Chia. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Huh? What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the number 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers mean? Like, could there be a code or something? Sorry, no. She just slowly shook her head.
I'm
sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? Nah, couldn't be. Leave the area. We got this. Dude. The long walk. Oh, there's a draw distance? Huh. Oh, I've never noticed that before. Alright, you. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be filled with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go.
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person in charge of cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so you can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student becomes blackened will graduate unless they were discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty! Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it? Like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, poking around at it.
There's no way to
What are you
think
talking about?
this in a
All
common
my
sense
love
kind
is
of
for
way.
2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D, and then turn to... I would never get tired of... Oh god. Oh, that voice is hard to do. Never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for, or is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Fuma's questionable morality, there's at least a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to just disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, there's no harm in it. Ugh, that's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think... They say that killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but you never stop dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever. Please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Ifumi pulled the key out of his pocket, used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy the evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world! Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. It's a huge trash can. They were supposed to be able to put trash where it can't burn? Whatever it's for, it doesn't look like hiding any clues. But it is hiding a coin! We like coin. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something? A burnt piece, like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? No, Hifumi. Anyway, this is... looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... there's all that's left some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There's lots of people here with the white button-up shirts. There's enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece is added to the section. There's shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. Looks like there's some kind of glass ball. Big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this
Yeah,
perhaps...
is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I have a wish I would like granted. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on the big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on a quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. It should still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. This is the incinerator. It's the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh, someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
You say that
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing for me, it's in my
I
memory.
feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible? Incinerator's been added to the truth bullet section. The whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows who did it. All of the mysteries are being solved, one by one. Sounds like he's living on his comic book fantasies. Green button turns on, yellow button turns it off. It seems anyway. Mr. Yeager, you seem a little down. Huh? Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up. Hifumi? God damn it, I hate that I have his job. Alright. Leave this area. So... Gotta talk about the... glass ball? Did anyone move? Nope, so we're going back to the gym. Take that wide turn. Hey, Taka. Bye, Taka. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Hey, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed, what the hell?
Heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass, not a crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Those aren't even in the same section of the world, Hero. What the fuck? How are you this dumb? He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. Okay, so you can say without a doubt this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Somebody must have come by and snatched it. So you left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal balls. Updated truth bullet section of my handbook. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million? $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. It's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Alright.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
It only took 3 streams.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Alright. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go.
You!
You're late, Makoto! We've been all been waiting for you! I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we will reveal all the details of Makoto's crime. So they're convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then.
Hey.
Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Oh, yeah.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
He'll be waiting.
What?
So whoever
What?
stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh? You wanna confess? I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder who killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Get fucked. Well then, the time's finally come. Are you ready? So the school basement has become a darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. Wow. Get fucked.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
well then.
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. Steel box descended with heavy clinking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how the death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obviously, to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a gigantic circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easier for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto someone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. I don't mind. I only want to save in our... Alright. Pre-trial prep. Let's open our handbook. What truth bullets we got? We got... the file... We got 18 of these things? Switching rooms, the toolkit, her wrist, the message, door frame and knob, nameplates, kitchen knife, knowing that I didn't go there. Shattered crystal ball. Let's look at our skill set. Select skills. Robot jock. Increase your truth bullet rate of fire. Effective during the non-stop debate in the bullet time final battle. Cost 3 SP. I have 10, so throw that on. Melodious voice. Increase damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Yes, please. Wait, is that all I unlocked? Shit. Alright. We need to make more friends. Alright, so we do more damage, and we do more damage, I think. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
You may.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Hifumi, no! Bad! Bad! Get the spray bottle.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
Begin! It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. The first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would I like to hear more? Yes, please. I don't want to fuck up. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the Y button. Ah, fuck, we gotta shoot. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Now then, good luck and have fun! Evidence of a struggle. Alright.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Uh-huh.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong! Blam! Got it. I did miss them.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She was not.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Hey, 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 some of us are idiots.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yeah, Hifumi. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Alright. Make my argument. The kitchen knife set. We're good. Alright.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Yes.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
I'm on hard mode. I gotta take every shot I got.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah.
The music
Guess that
fucking
makes
jams
sense.
so
You
hard.
could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah, just a little bit, Mondo.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
It does have the kitchen knife handle.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments.
Yep.
Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
What is the point indeed?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! You can concentrate by holding down the RB button. Alright, so this one? When you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck, have fun. GLHF! AoE's account. Alright, I'm gonna use the slowdown to start.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Alright. Oh my god.
But where does that get us?
It drains really slow, or really fast.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Yep.
He did it in secret. When nobody was in.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Yeah?
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. And when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining
Yep.
hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
Yep.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Oh, damn.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Wow, get fucked!
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
She brings up a very valid point. Her and her rack.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Dang.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rules?
Chihiro does bring up a valid point.
Good grief! In Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Oh, hey, free info.
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Celeste brings up a point.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oh?
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Well?
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh?
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Damn, she's right.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
It does not.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Woo! We can get it on.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
I'll unwholesome you, Taka. Get the fuck out of here. I'll kill you next.
But I'm a girl.
She is a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you better fucking apologize.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Oh?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Oh, okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
God! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
To the kitchen.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Taka between the two dead people.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
God damn it, Byakuya, why do you suck?
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Hifuma, stop sucking!
You possess a most terrifying talent.
I'll take your 2D away. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
I agree with Kyoko.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Oh?
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Yay!
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I don't. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right or... Ah, fuck. Use the left stick to aim and Y to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you suffer damage to my influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if I run out of time, I fail. Well then, good luck, have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. What was... that must be the crucial point. We can figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Alright, what do we got? 4 letters. Starts with I. All the vowels. R. H. U. Letters left 3. Oh, fuck, I have to shoot them more than once. H. Hair.
Now I understand.
There we go. Figured it out.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Truth facts.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Yeah, except she's dead in the room.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Kyoko's right.
Yes, very true, very true.
You don't look happy to hear that, Hifumi.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Yep.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
We can.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yes.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled to get into the bathroom. This evidence proves it. Ah, fuck! The... doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You didn't go and... Hero, you didn't look at anything. Shut up.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Yay!
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about not- God damn it! Tell me about it. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak points are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. It's me, narrator. Alright, what do we got to work with? The bathroom door frame. Alright.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Okay.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Okay.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Bam!
No, that's wrong.
Fuck you, Leon. Get wrecked.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now
Yep.
that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Monokuma,
That's not lucky at all!
I don't know, seems to have saved my life.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Truth facts.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
The swapped signs?
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail, something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer didn't know was that it took place in my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Yep.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door.
Yes.
And they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Success!
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do.
Yeah!
Since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Yeah, Byakuya, get fucking wrecked.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
Yep, the Phoenix Wright classic.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Why did Sakia take the knife?
Oh, you...
Come on, she's cool.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That is a good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Yeah.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Oh?
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Hifumi, I'm gonna fucking teach you your place if you keep this up.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason why no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room, I already have the answer. Uh-oh. Dying message, door plates, trash duty, incinerator. Is it in the switching rooms detail? Dude. Originally asked, someone attempted to force into a room. She became frightened.
I got it!
Yeah, this should work.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yep. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh?
Huh?
Huh?
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
I cannot. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Sayaka. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Yay!
And you're right.
Do we count as a
You can
detective
instant
show?
Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Oh?
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Oh?
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Go on.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note... Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Oh?
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Oh?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Go on.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
I would, Celeste.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Alright. Let's get the truth bullets ready. Bullet. The door nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
Please tell me I didn't miss. Break? Yay, I like break.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Yeah.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other.
Yeah.
So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
The one person who could have switched it. Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yep.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
But what does she want? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that,
Yeah.
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Mondo being right.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
She did.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
It was.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yep.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because... the gold dust? So it just doesn't make sense. There's a connection between the sword and her wrist. Fuck! I've embarrassed myself in front of everyone! Her wrist itself.
I got it!
Alright.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Great. It's the teacup all over again.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
I think I missed out on the achievement of doing a perfect one.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
You'd figure showing them a replica sword with a missing gold coating would count.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Is it? What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about— God damn it! Fine! You're getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. And just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the left button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L button to cycle through each bullet. You can hold down the L button and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded in the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic will be set to mean. Well then, good luck, have fun. Well, there's what mean means. Alright. The sheath.
When the fighting broke out,
I think.
the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Okay.
A sword-based sneak attack.
Nope. Is it the sheath?
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Okay, that makes
But
sense.
then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
That is not exactly what happened. The sword was used first and then the knife came afterwards? That really order of events leads to some unexplainable details.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh my god, I lose that so fast!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Yeah.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I forgot about that detail.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Truth facts.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Useless as shit indeed.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Which means Sayaka attacked first?
So here's how it all played out.
Taka, don't be an idiot.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
No.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Taka all about the dual wielding. You can play a ranger later, Taka.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Oh? What part of her body shows she never used the sword? Her palms?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
Because she didn't have gold on them?
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palm?
Same gold dust that's on her wrists, Hina.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Truth.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Toko, I didn't say anything like that.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold clothing off her hands because the water was off. Because it's nighttime.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Sayaka never touched the sword, and that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on, if that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Would have been the only one without the sword. Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Yep.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
She had... What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
I mean, it's what you all started with.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Yep.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
Makoto.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
What about it?
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Byaki, you get fucked.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Alright, Toko, you might smell, but you do have a point.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Uh-huh.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Drop it.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
It can be true.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
That would be kind of shitty, Monokuma.
Yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Alright. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Alright. Make the argument. Trash duty. The dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
I'm hoping so.
Die!
Wow, that's a shitty message.
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Wait, no, hold on. That's right, there is still a clue left that can lead us to who killed her. Sayaka left behind. Alright, we gotta
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Nailed it!
That's wrong.
Break. Fuck. It's right in my ear.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Yep.
11037.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question Sayaka wrote that message. We can prove it. Her left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
There's a noticeable smear there between those
Hey,
ones.
Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1,
Yeah.
look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but
looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally
Yeah.
just said something worth a shit.
That would be a backwards N, or an upside down N.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Hifumi, you took a real 180 on this.
But even if that really is an N, N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you, Kyoko. Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I'm seeing something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
Yep.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka Mirrors reveals the real killer's name. Select someone. Hold on. Where are you? Danger! Danger, Roga!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Leon!
Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Is it though?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Oh man, he looks tough.
No. It's
Makoto's
not random
smart.
at all.
I have made one mistake so far.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
I think too much, because I can write that normally, but...
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Get fucked, Leon.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was. Burnt shirt piece. Who earns?
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Yeah, I fucked up Gold Sword.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
True.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of? Where the shirt was destroyed. If we focus on that, the color will become clear. Where it was destroyed. You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear? Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of him. Fuck! Alright. Something about it we need to pay attention to. When it was disposed of? Time the shirt was destroyed. Focus on that, the color will become clear. What do you mean? Time it was destroyed. Do you really have evidence that proves the time it was destroyed? I don't think you do. Fuck! I embarrassed myself in front of everyone! God damn it. How it was disposed of. Alright, let's get some health back.
Look closely at how the shirt was disposed of. We should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Oh?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
I am embarrassed to death.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. Alright, let's fucking go. He's gonna catch this bullet. Bullet. Shattered crystal ball. Let me load that up.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order...
BLAM! Get fucked, nerd! You're not a nerd, Binks. You're a
Hold
Chad.
on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Objection.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
I would have to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it! Okay, hold on.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Binks, now is not the time for you to be a shithead. I have timers. Alright, my lap is comfy, you can headbutt.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yep.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
An ultimate baseball
That's right.
dude.
There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wouldn't have been challenged at all for the killer because they're the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer
That's
is the
6
ultimate
squares. I know, right?
star. Isn't that right, Leon?
That's like mid-range for a thrown weapon.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Alright.
And with that, we can end this.
Why is it my
Listen to
job?
me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Alright. Closing argument is about to begin. Would I like to hear more? Yes, please. Every case has one last element to bring the case trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. So, we've got... Oh god. So, Act 1. What do we got? Sayaka with a knife. It reads right to left, I assume. Or would it be this one? You can say with the knife, there's something in my room. Okay, no. Okay, so... them coming in. Okay, hold on, I should... Remember the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Dude. Just make sure nothing else is here. Dude. Okay. First was I kept the knife. Noticed something in my room. Used the object to deflect Sayaka's attack with the evidence that was damaged. Alright. That should go there. That's her getting hit in the wrist. I assume. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that should be fine. After the killer countered side attack with an attack of their own, what do they do next? There. Page 4 of 10. Run the knob. That's just this knob again, so it's taking this... Okay, I need to read these. Force the bathroom open in the logical way it could have done that was... Dude, they had the knife. Dude... After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave something behind. Oop. Dude. Done. Alright. Dude, so her there. She died. Act 3. Killer used an item in my room to help dispose of evidence. Dude. Object the killer threw to activate the incinerator must have been a glass ball. Whoop. Dude hits the green button, lights it on. Dude tie. The killer threw in the incinerator was the shirt. And then, yeah, that's that falling off. Piece of evidence left behind the trash room was...
Here's exactly what happened.
Reenact the crime!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Alright.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Climax.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Doesn't happen in real life, but you know what? We take it.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Alright.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator.
Yeah.
Which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present
Oh,
the
God.
evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? I have the evidence? My first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would I like to hear more? Yes. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply doesn't want to hear what you have to say. Oh, it's bullshit. It did not hit her. Oh, hi, Leon. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka BTB, by the way. During the battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses, each tempo marker, as they come across the screen and reach the center. Press the A button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the Y as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo! Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get the tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the Y button to shoot down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statements fast enough, you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck, have fun. This game's just all about the
killer
jello.
broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
Oh. What did the killer use to take apart the doorknob?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Hey, I'll fight you. We hung out. I gave you a cool band.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I'll fight you. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. The toolkits. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie!
Final strike.
Where's your
Toolkit.
proof?
This should prove it.
Got him! Break.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Can I ready my DDR pad?
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
He did it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Yep.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Yep.
And let me say this right
Byakuya
now.
on my side for once.
I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh, man. Best boy Byakuya. No, he
You
sucks.
have no rebuttal?
Byakuya's a bitch.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I got an A! Is there an S to get? Yay! Look at all these medals that are gonna buy gifts for our friends! So a 90... Aw, man, I could've gotten 100. Clear a class trial without having to retry a single time. Yeah!
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
For our friends. And Hifumi!
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Alright. Monokuma vote! Woo! And it's time for my favorite part of this game. Because I have played this one before. It looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Ironic death! Ironic death! Hold on a second. Leon? Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. I was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky.
That's all. Son of a bitch.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do, yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings are, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ha, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you were so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment!
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her!
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment, it was self-defense!
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it! I've had enough of this.
Oh,
are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I didn't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him!
Huh?
Swah! If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon! We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to that everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Well, we still have a society.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Make him play baseball forever. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment! Ironic deaths. Best part of the series. Ah, the intensity. And the jams. The 1000 blow! Yeah. They just go all out with this shit. It's great. It's nice knowing you in the class trial. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take it anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an outstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Hifumi, we gotta talk, Hifumi.
Hey!
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me for getting so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Girls, chill!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? I could have opened my menu this whole time. Sorry, I said everything I forgot to say. I need to save some for the fun later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Ayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? You thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But, even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go! So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road? Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed a smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Woo! We got the cummies on it. And we're never gonna be allowed to talk to Junko. To be continued! Next stream. I got the despair bat! It's so despair and so bat! Yes, let's save. Yeah, we should be fine. I only care about the free time extra saves, so. But that's gonna be it for today. Despair keys. Alright. We got to the end of chapter 1. It only took me 6 hours. There's like 5 chapters, right? Fuck. We're gonna be here for a bit. And then there's a second game, and then there's a third game, and then there's possibly doing the side game, and hanging out with our friends, and getting abilities. What's in extras? What kinds of special bonuses for getting the game, the more you'll unlock? Wait, I can just go to the school store? Alright, well. Whoa! Hello. Then maybe come back and look forward to that. I'll do it! I'll fill you with despair. But alright. That's gonna be it for today. It was nice to get to the end of chapter 1. I can't decide if I want to play Magic tonight or not, just considering everything that's been going on. But it's probably going to be good for me to get out, so I'm going to maybe try to take a shower and head out for the day. Or for the night. Pick up the red cards I gotta get, stuff like that. Next stream, Sunday, we'll start Potionomics, which will be a nice reprieve from things. And Tuesday, we'll have Vampire Survivors, which will be great. And I will likely start early because I have been with that game frequently, but we'll see. Till then, I will bid you a despairful goodbye. We still live in this world that we live in, but we'll get through it. You just gotta have hope. So, thank you everyone for coming out, and I'll see you later.